They cannot convert on the easy one. A 6-point difference, almost unbelievable to hear that in this, because both teams have struggled, I think.
That they have. But you know what? If they're both playing a similar game, it still keeps the game close, right?
Fairline, as they try to move it. Get that last shot. There it is at the buzzer. It falls!
Is reeled in. Coach, looking at this first half here, are you happy with how Laval came out? Watching it from the sidelines and all that, seems both teams are a little skeptical at this point.
Well, I'm happy because we're ahead, but we need to be more patient against their zone defense and need to have a balanced offense, like look inside and outside. Now we're shooting well from outside, but we have to wait for our second post and work more with our high post. Defensively, we don't want to give them a second chance. We need to control the boards.
Not what is expected out of the coaching staff for sure. That battle to the basket. This is where it is. Those shots from 2 feet away, as Dave Taylor said, to getting him opportunities. We'll see if the Cougars can convert on this with 7.5 left to go in the third. Just starting things out in the second half. Spot to drop it. Does Carmen Stewart. And Regina takes the lead for the first time in the game. Almost 3.5 minutes in. Zalesiak had a little trouble. Bounced her way out of it. Takes a baseline. Nails another 2.
In a timeout that was taken by Laval, I hope their coach has said, Genois, you need to start shooting the ball. 0 for 1 in a half is not good enough for a first-team All-Canadian.
This season as basketball season, but she's not getting it done tonight. This one, however, from a long way away. Trying to find a lane. Getting up and underneath Carmen Stewart. Cross court. Along the line, back up high, this for 3. She's going to struggle to get into the paint. Tries to give her mate some space. Got that done, and Lettingham will go to the line.
2 sets of hands on her and was still able to make that.
This game, 41-39. Back outside, the 3 is working! Along the line, to the far side, this for 3. It falls! Taken away. It looked for a moment like the Cougars were heading back down the floor, and that air ball is...
And that's a bit of a struggle, obviously, for Laval to not have their top player scoring.
Zalesiak comes up with 2 on the Regina Cougars we expected to show up. Showed up and have been solid so far in the second half. And once again, Dave Taylor imploring his crew to calm down a little bit, but they picked.
But has not had an opportunity tonight.
That one followed. The Cougars are going to want a timeout here after this play. They move it back out for a 3. It falls!
That is to be expected when 4 and 5 are playing against each other.
For an opening, Zalesiak, who's been solid in this game in the second half, stops and pops it in for 2 and a 14-point lead now. Timeout called by Laval.
A completely different game in the second half played by Regina.
3 Canada West teams will advance to the semifinal. This Regina team will get a chance at redemption against the Simon Fraser clan, who beat them by 30 points in the Canada West Conference Final.
I know, first half wasn't very impressive, and we kind of realized if you want to stay in the game, we have to step it up, so this is basically what we did.
Now, you have a lot of professional experience overseas. How do you take that professional experience and bring it here to Regina?
I think the professional experience that I have is very helpful in those kind of games. When the games are close and we have to make important shots, we just can't miss those easy layups like we did. We missed a lot of easy layups in the first half. But yes, the professional experience is very helpful, that's for sure.